Hi there, welcome to our tutors. In this video, we will learn how to work out area and circumference of circles. After watching this video, you will be able to work out the area and circumference of a circle. To work out the area of a circle, we use the formula area equals pi r squared. To work out the circumference of a circle, we use the formula circumference equals pi times d. Please don't be scared of pi, as this symbol is just equal to a number which is 3.14159265 and so on. Or very roughly, you can say 3.14. Pi represents a ratio between the diameter and the circumference of a circle. In simple words, the circumference of a circle will be approximately 3.14 times its diameter. For example, if the diameter of a circle is 10 meters, its circumference will be 10 times 3.14 or simply 31.4 meters. Pi represents a ratio between the radius and the area of a circle as well, as the area of a circle will be approximately 3.14 times its radius squared. For example, if the radius of a circle is 5 meters, its area will be 3.14 times the 5 squared, which will give us roughly 78.5 meters squared. Let's listen to a song that will help us memorize these formulae.
Pi r squared sounds like area to me. When I need a circumference, I'll just use pi d. Pi r squared sounds like area to me. When I need a circumference, I'll just use pi d.
Right, let's start from question number 1. It says, here are some diagrams relating to circles. Draw an arrow from each of the diagrams to its mathematical name. And if we just see the first one, I can see it's only a part of the circle. It's basically a curved line that we call it arc. So this will be matched against arc. And if we look at the second one, I can see it's an area. This area is basically this portion of the circle which is trapped between a chord and an arc. So that's why it's going to be segment. We call it segment. Look at the next one. It's a line segment going from the center of circle to circumference. So we should know that it's at radius. The next one is twice as long as the radius, a line basically going from one side of circumference to the other side through the center. So this is diameter. We can see that there are still 3 more diagrams and 3 more mathematical names. So we should know that a line touching the circle just at a single point will be tangent. This is the tangent. And a line that goes from one side to the other of circumference but not going through center is called a chord. This is a chord. The remaining one is a sector. What is a sector? It's basically an area that is trapped between 2 radii and arc. Let's move to the next question. It says a circle given below has a radius of 5 centimeters. Work out the area of the circle. Give your answer correct to 3 significant figures. As we have learned, the area of a circle can be worked out by the formula pi r squared. So simply what we need to do is we will multiply pi by radius squared. 25 times pi, because 5 squared is 25. And that will give me 78.539181 ... And if I round this answer to 3 significant figures, I will be just interested in the first 3 digits, up to 5 only. And looking at the digit 3, I can see that this number shouldn't round up. It should just stay the same, 78.5 centimeters squared. Moving to part B of the question, it says, calculate the circumference of the circle. Give your answer correct to 3 significant figures. Right, so we know that to work out the circumference of the circle, we will use the formula pi d. And if the radius of this circle is 5, its diameter will be simply double that. So pi times 10, or simply 10 pi. Using the calculator, we will know that pi times 10 will give me 31.4159 which, if I round this to 3 significant figures, I again need to look at first, second, third, just 3 digits only, and looking at immediately next digit, which is 1, I can see that again even this number shouldn't round up. It should just stay 31.4 centimeters. Let's move to the next question. It says, a circle given below has a radius of 7.5 meters. Work out its area. Give your answer correct to 1 decimal place. Again, the same practice. What we will do is, we know that area of a circle can be worked out by using the formula pi r squared. So we will simply do pi times by 7.5 squared. Pi times by 7.5 squared. And that will give me 176.714868. 176.714 ... I'm interested up to 1 decimal place, so 176 and 0.7. So that's why I'm going to look at immediately next digit, which is 1. As 1 is not 5 or bigger, that's why I will write 176.7 meters squared. Moving to part B of the question, it says, calculate the circumference of a circle. Give your answer correct to 1 decimal place. Right. As we know, circumference can be worked out by using the formula pi times d. So we'll write pi times, if the radius is 7.5, its diameter must be 7.5 times 2, which will be 15. So pi times 15, or 15 pi. Let's use the calculator to work out the value of 15 pi. So 15 pi, if you press FD button or SD button, depending on the calculator, we will get 47.12388 ... And if I round this answer to 1 decimal place, again I will look at immediately next digit, which is 2, and 2 is not 5 or bigger. That's why I will write the answer as 47.1 meters. Let's move to the next question. It says, a circle given below has a diameter of 8 meters. Work out the area of the circle. Give your answer correct to 3 significant figures. Right. As we know that the area of the circle can be worked out by using the formula pi r squared. Pi times pi. The question is, what's the radius? At the moment, diameter is given as 8, and we should know that radius is half of the diameter, so that's why pi times pi, not 8 squared, rather 4 squared. So 16 pi, let's see what 16 pi equal to as decimals. This gives me 50.26548246 ... And if I round this answer to 3 significant figures, again I will look at the first 3 digits only. This is the most important, second most important, and third most important digit. And so if I look at immediately next digit, that is 5 or bigger, that's 6, which is bigger than 5. That's why I'm going to round this up. So this 50.2 will become 50.3 meters squared. Let's move to part B of the question. It says, calculate the circumference of the circle. Give your answer correct to 3 significant figures. Right, so as we know that circumference can be worked out by using the formula pi times d. So pi times diameter is 8, so pi times 8. Right, so pi times 8 gives me a value of 25.1327 ... And we have to round this to 3 significant figures. So I'm going to just look at first 3 digits only, 2, 5, and 1. So 3 is going to decide this time. As 3 is not 5 or bigger, so that's why I will just round this number to 25.1 only. Let's move to the next question. It says, a semicircle given below has a diameter of 16 meters. Work out its area. Give your answer correct to 2 decimal places. Right, as we know, to work out the area of a circle, we use the formula pi r squared. As this is a semicircle, which means half of circles, that's why we'll divide this by 2. So we simply need to do pi times pi. Now hold on, what's the radius of this semicircle? If its diameter is 16, its radius must be 8. So pi times by 8 divided by 2. 8 squared, I mean to say. Right, so this will give me 8 squared is 64. So 64 divided by 2 will be 32 pi. And my calculator gives me 100.5309 ... And let's see, we need to round this number correct to 2 decimal places. So we are interested up to 2 decimal places. So as immediately next digit is not 5 or bigger, so that's why our final answer will be 100.53. Let's move to part B of the question. It says, calculate the perimeter of the circle. Give your answer correct to 1 decimal place. Right, the point to be noted is, at this time, the word circumference hasn't been used. Instead, the examiner has used the word perimeter. What's the reason for that? Because this time it's not the length around a circle, but there's a straight line as well in it. So to work out the circumference of a circle, we use a formula pi times d. So as this time it's half of that, so that's why we are going to use divided by 2 because it's circumference of a semicircle. So pi times by 16 divided by 2, and that will give me 8 pi. And we must not forget that this line also needs to be added to this answer, which is 16. So my final answer will be, so perimeter will be equal to 8 pi plus 16. Okay, we will get 41.13274 ... And if you round this number to correct to 1 decimal place, we should get 41.1. It will not round up, it will just stay 41.1 centimeters. Let's move to another question. It says a circle has an area of 2.25 pi centimeters squared. Work out the radius of the circle. Right, so as we know that to work out the area of a circle, we use the formula pi r squared. This must be equal to 2.25 pi's. Dividing both sides with pi will help us get rid of this pi, which means r squared is equal to 2.25. If we square root both sides, we should get r equals 1.5 centimeters. Let's move to another question. It it says a circle has a circumference of 1.08 pi centimeters. Work out the radius of the circle. Right? As we know, the formula for circumference is pi times d. If pi times d is equal to 1.08 pi, then we can divide both sides by pi to get rid of pi. Right. As we know that diameter is equal to 2 times the radius, that's why we'll write, instead of d, we can write 2 times r, and that is equal to 1.08. And if we divide both sides by 2, we should get r equals 0.54 centimeters. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video.